What if we told you that your next summer vacation could be fun and adventurous and you can pay it forward at the same time? Our next guest is host of the show Global Child on Peacock, and he joins us today to help you explore places to plan your next summer vacation. So happy to welcome Augusto Valverde, who joins us now. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Very happy to have you to talk about all these great places that we can visit, but also get something out of it more than just fun, right?
Yes, of course. If you're going to travel somewhere, why not travel with purpose and make a difference?
Traveling with purpose to beautiful destinations. Let's start with the Bahamas. I just recently went there on a cruise, and Nassau, they have something called the People to People program where locals kind of take you around. I thought that was a great way to do it. What's your suggestion?
Well, we stayed with the Atlantis, and I discovered all these sustainability initiatives that they have. And one of the most fun things that we did, it was actually a week ago, we planted coral. So coral are under threat, and something like 25% of all the species in the ocean actually live off of coral in one shape, way, or form. So it was beautiful to spend 2 hours down there, thanks to our friends at Atlantis, and they had me doing some work underneath the waves, but we were able to plant over 270 new pieces of coral that will actually repopulate that.
How do you plant coral?
Yeah, so you grow them in nurseries. Atlantis has nurseries on site, right? So they're living organisms, and once they grow, you kind of cut out the branch, take it in buckets, take it to the ocean, they map out a specific area, and then they have these little epoxies that you put it, scuba dive, and find a spot to connect it. And once it's lodged in, you go back a few months later and you see the progress.
That's incredible. And the Bahamas are so close, so that's great. Great thing to do.
Yes.
If we want to travel a little farther and go to Greece, because who doesn't? What can we do in Mykonos?
Yeah, Mykonos is great. Mykonos has over 30 beaches. They're all pristine, they're wonderful. But when I visited the first time, I noticed that, of course, there's tourists and there tends to be just a little bit of trash. So what I suggest is if everybody buys a net when you go, why not do a beach cleanup? So we spent maybe 10, 15 minutes with some really cool snorkeling glasses. We went beneath the waves, and if we found some plastic bottles, some trash bags, things like that, we just collected them and left it better than when we found it.
That's what you want to do. Look how gorgeous the color of the water, too. That's incredible.
It's so great. People don't usually know this, but the water in Greece is so blue because it has an extra level of salt. So there's no algae, so it's basically like pools.
Spectacular. All right, Mauritius. I don't know a lot or anything actually about this destination, so fill me in.
Yeah, and this is why if you want to watch it on Peacock, that's our first episode now with Miss Universe. So Mauritius is a beautiful island off the coast of Africa. So you have Africa, you go to the right, you have Madagascar, then Mauritius. And this is surrounded by nature, and there's this sustainable dolphin tour that takes you to swim with over 50 dolphins. Now, the reason why we consider this travel with purpose is because they never use bait. So a lot of the tours, and I really want to emphasize this to people, when you go do any experience with wild animals, make sure they're not manipulating them with food. Because some companies will like throw fish to draw them in, but that messes up their eating patterns and it affects the whole ecosystem. Here, if you find them, you find them. And if you swim with them, you swim with them. And we had a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As you can now see.
And there are so many that you will find them, right?
Oh, you'll find them.
You'll likely find them.
You're in the middle of the ocean. Mauritius is this beautiful, beautiful island paradise. And then they're just very happy to see you. They're docile, beautiful creatures, and it's a memory of a lifetime.
Wow, that seems incredible. All right, vamos a Patagonia.
Patagonia, yes. So Patagonia is part of Chile. Patagonia is this beautiful part. Some is in Chile, some is in Argentina. But in this case, this is the glacier trek. So we stayed in a fully sustainable hotel called Explora. We work with our friends at Chile Tourism and Latam. And we basically walked from the sustainable hotel all the way to these beautiful glaciers to learn how to help to stop global warming. Because unfortunately, if we don't all pitch in, these guys might not be there 10 years from now.
Let's head over to Dubai. I've been to Dubai. It's spectacular and so much to see. It's like Disneyland.
Yes.
It really is. What do you suggest we do in Dubai with a purpose?
Yes. So one of the best things that we can do is whenever we favor tours that are sustainable, meaning they don't use too much oil or gas or pollute, then you're making a difference, right? So a hot air balloon ride at sunrise is one of the most incredible things I've ever done in my life. I've done it 3 times actually, and it's fully sustainable. It has a minimal impact on the land, and you're able to see the most extraordinary sights. And nothing better than starting your morning with gratitude, with a little prayer overlooking the desert.
And when you're there, I mean, you travel all over the world.
Yes.
You learn about people, you learn about different cultures and countries. What has been like, is there one overall takeaway you've had from all your travels?
Yes, the name Global Child comes from the fact that no matter your race, your religion, your country, you're part of the family of humanity. So we have so much more in common as humans than what sets us apart, right? So that's what I've really realized. sometimes we tend to find the differences between us and other countries and people, but we're really so similar. So that's my main takeaway. At the end of the day, people just want love and to be happy, and if we can do that for them and with them, why not?
Yes, and we have to help each other.
Yes, exactly. You know,
As
it's
you
like
do.
this pastor I follow named Rick Warren. He always says that people are either on your nerves or they're on your heart, and it's always a choice.
Oh, I love that. Augusto Valverde, thank you.
No, thank you for having me, and again, I invite you guys to join us on the journey, globalchildtv.com, or of course, Global Child on Peacock.
You got it. Now you know. You can see more episodes of Global Child streaming on Peacock. Don't miss it. We'll be right back.